So the question here is 8 persons, okay, are living in 8 different floors of a building. The lowermost floor is number 1, the one above the floor is number 2, and so on. So the topmost floor is number 8, but not necessarily in the same order. Okay, if person's place value is even as per in English alphabetical order, then they live on odd numbered floor, or else they live on even numbered floor. So this is another type of flow puzzle, okay, where you have, like, till now we have seen flows, okay, and then persons living in them. Apart from that, we will see some other variables too. In the previous class, I have taught you with some other variables. Here, this is another type where you have some conditions, okay. Based on that conditions, you have to solve the question, okay. It is in related with your flows, okay. So it is similar to the old type of question, but you have some particular condition which you must follow. Okay, so here 8 persons, they are living in 8 different floors of building, like from starting from 1 to 8. But you have another rule here, that is, if person's place value as per the English alphabetical order, if it is even, then they live on odd floor. If it is odd, then they live on even floor. So that is the condition for this particular question. So with the help of that condition, we have to solve it. Apart from that, you have the same clues, instructions given below. That is, 2 persons live between J and O. Who does not live above T? U lives above V. So you have same type of clues, but this one is by one additional condition they have given you. Okay, so now if you look down, have written the English alphabetical place values of all 8 persons. So it is like B, I, H, J, O, T, Y, U. You have 8 persons, and the English alphabetical order is A, B. So B is the second position, I is on 9th position, H is on 8th position, J is on 10th position, O is on 15th position, T is on 20th, Y is on 25th, and U is on 21st. Okay, these are the positions. Okay, now what they have given, if the position is even, they will sit on odd numbered floor, but if the position is odd, they will sit on even numbered floor. So that is the rule of the question. So I've given here clearly that B, H, J and T lives on odd because their position of English alphabetical order is even. Okay, so B, H, J and T lives on odd, whereas I, O, Y, U, okay, lives on even. So these are the clues. Now, based upon the clue, I have written it from 1 to 7 in the below. Okay, so wait 1 minute. So look at here. So look here, 2 persons live between J and O. Who does not live above T? Okay, there are 2 persons between J and O, but O does not live above T. Okay, that is the clue. The who refers to O. O does not live above T. Next, U lives above B. So like I've given in serial order, U above B. So U and then B. 2 persons live between Y and T. Okay, and T lives below Y. Okay, T lives below Y. So the order will be T, 2 people, and then Y. Okay, sorry, Y, 2 people, and then T. T lives below Y. So below Y you should have Y, 2 people, and then T. But T is not on first floor. Okay, T lives below Y, but not on floor number 1. Okay, next, O lives above H, and then number of persons live below B are same as the number of persons live above U. Okay, that is one thing I have highlighted. H does not live immediately above or immediately below Y. I lives below O. Okay, these are the clues. So now we are going to start, okay, with a particular clue. The clue here is, between J and O you have 2 people. Okay, between J and O you have 2 people, and Y and T you have 2 people. Okay, see, I'll start with Y and T. Okay, Y should come above and then T should come below. Y should live on even numbered floors. The possible is 8, 6, 4 and 2. These are the possibilities. So here I will take Y, okay, and then I'll take Y over here on the 6th, okay, here on the 4th. I will not take Y on first because after Y you should have 2 floors and then you should have T. That will not be possible on the second floor, so Y will not come there. Even if you look at the 4th floor, you have 2 people between them, but T is coming on the first floor. Not allowed by the rule. Okay, so Y will also not come on the 4th floor too. So with this, T lives on T. Y 2 persons and then T. So T here. Y 2 persons and then T. So T live here. Okay. As per the rule, T should live on odd. So it is on the odd position 5 and 3. Okay, the position is filled. Now, between J and O you have 2 people. Okay, but O is not above T. Okay, then O is above H. Okay, H does not live immediately below or above Y. I live below O. Okay, O lives above H. That is the clue. O lives above H, I lives below O. So between J and O you have 2 people. So by combining all these things, you have O being repeated again and again. Okay, between J and O you have 2 people. Okay, O is not above T, so you should have O below T. Okay, so O should live on even numbered floor. Okay, so the possible is O over here. Okay, and the possible of O is again on the 4th floor. So I am taking this thing again, T, and O can come on this floor. For here, O can come on the 2nd floor. Okay, this is the possibility. So between J and O, you have 2 people. Okay, so here O, 2 people, I should have J, but you have T there. So this case can be eliminated right away over here. Okay, between 2 people you should have J after 2 people, but you have T, so it can be eliminated. So here 1, 2, so you have J over here. Okay, okay, you look, J lives on odd, it is on odd. Now here O, 2 people, you can have J over 7th floor as well as J over 1st floor. So I am taking this again. Okay, J, you have 2 possibilities, so I am taking it again. Okay, I can have either J over here or I can have J over here. Okay, these are my 3 cases now. One of the case has been eliminated right away over there. Okay, so apart like eliminating one by one, we are having 3 possible cases now. Okay, now I'll just strike it out. As per the rule, you have one rule. O lives above H. Okay, O lives above H. So here H. So above H you have O. Similarly, you can have H over here. Okay, H should live on the odd floor. You have 2 possibilities over here. Okay, so I am taking it again. You have 2 possibilities. I am taking the possible again. Okay, be clear, I am taking the possibilities again. You have 2 possibilities. One is on the 1st floor, the other is on the 3rd floor, because H can live on the odd numbered floor. So 2 possibilities. Here also you have 1 possibility, that is H. One second. Okay, that is H. Okay, so H lives on the 3rd number, odd number, so that is H. Okay, that is done. Now I lives, what is that? I lives below O. Okay, below O you should have I. Look at this case. Below O you have only one position that has been filled with H. You don't have any other positions over there, so this will be eliminated. Okay, this is eliminated automatically. Now with these 3 cases, I lives below H and I should live on even numbered floor. Sorry, below O. I lives below O. Okay, and I should live on even numbered floor. That is the rule. Okay, so here you have I, here you have I, and here also you have I on the second floor. Okay, now it is done. So this is done. This is done. H is not between immediately above or below Y. Okay, below or above Y you don't have H. Okay, so no problem. This is also over. Now U and V. Look at the question. U and V. Number of persons live below B. Okay, are same as the number of persons live above U. So this is the rule. Number of persons living below B, okay, is same as the number of persons live above you. If you have one person live below B, you should also have one person live above you. So this is the meaning of the clue. So look at here, you have two positions vacant for all these cases. U is above V, so U and then V. I'm marking it U and V. Here also U and then V. Okay, here also U and then you have B. Okay, so now look at the case. Number of persons live below B should also be same as the number of persons live above you. Look at here, below B you don't have anyone, but above you have 2 persons. So since the rule is not satisfied, this can be eliminated. Similarly, below B you have 5, above you have only 1. So this also can be eliminated. Look at this condition. Above you have 2 and below B you have 2. The condition is satisfied. Okay. So the correct arrangement of the particular person here is Y, J, U, P, O, B, I, and H. Okay. This is the correct sequential arrangement for this question. Okay. Any doubts in this question? Can we move on to the second question? Next question. I hope there is no doubt. If you look at the condition 2, okay, U lives on even numbered floors. So see, look at there, U lives on 6th floor. Okay, B lives on odd numbered floor. B lives on 3rd floor. That condition is also satisfied. So that is why this sequence is considered to be the correct sequence. Okay. Now the next question. I hope no doubts in this question. Okay, now the next question. As I said, you have extra variables apart from the floor and the person. Okay, so here you have chocolates. The extra variable is chocolate. So we are going to solve this question as quick as possible. Okay. 8 persons are staying in an 8-story building. Okay, the lowermost floor is numbered 1 and the topmost floor is numbered 8. They have different number of chocolates. So you have persons, floors, and chocolates here. 3 variables. Okay. So look at the question. No 2 persons have the same number of chocolate. That is the first rule. E has 19 chocolate and stay on the 3rd floor. Okay. So this is the direct clue. So we are going to mark it here. Okay. E is on 3rd floor, right? 3rd floor and has 19 chocolates. Okay. 3rd floor, I'll just mark it in all the possible cases. 3rd floor and 19 chocolates. Okay, here 3rd floor and 19 chocolates. 2 persons are staying between E and the one who has 30 chocolate. Okay, so this is the rule I have written here. Okay, 2 persons live between E and the person who has 30 chocolate. Okay, that is one clue. Next, F has least number of chocolate in the group. Okay, that is the clue. F has the least number of chocolate. Okay, and the one who has the highest number of chocolate has 46 chocolates. So the least one is 11. So the least one, we will get to know about the least one in the question. Okay, the highest one is 46. Okay, A has more chocolate than E, and the two person with more chocolate than E, and 2% is between A and B. See, A has more chocolate than E, and 2% between A and B. Next, G has 35 chocolates. The difference between number of chocolates A and D is 10. Okay, 3 persons are between H and D who lives below H. Number of people living above G is same as the number of people living below D. Okay, number of persons between B and the one having 16 chocolate is 2. One of the persons having 29 chocolate who is not H. The one who has the least number of chocolate has 11 chocolate. H does not live on 6th floor. So these are the various, like 10 different clues given there. Okay, so we got to know that F has the least number of chocolate. So F has 11 chocolates. Okay, and the person who has the highest chocolate is 46. Okay, we have to find out who is who. Okay, so here in the tabulation, in the side column, I have written who has how many chocolates. E has 19 chocolates, F has 11 chocolates, G has 30 chocolates. Okay, so now the position of E on the 3rd floor is fixed. It is a direct floor, so you can't change the position of E. Okay, so with help of that, we are going to solve the question. Once again. With help of that, we are going to solve the question. So the first clue is between E and the person who has 30 chocolates, you have 2 people between them. We don't know who has 30 chocolates, but between E and that person has 2 people. So here, obviously you can't have it below E. Okay, so you should have it above E. So 2 persons. Okay, so here you have some person who has 30 chocolates. We don't know who's that person. So this is also fixed. Since E is fixed, this will also be fixed. In all the possible cases, I'm just marking it. Okay. Next, F has 11 chocolates. Someone has 46 chocolates. We do not know. A. Okay, A has chocolate greater than E. Okay. And between A and B, you have 2 people. Okay. A has chocolates greater than E. Okay. And between A and B, you have 2 people. So the possible cases are A and B. You should have A. You should mark A and B. If you mark A over here, you should have B over here. A, B, okay, A, B, A, B. So like 4 to 5 possible cases are there, or it can be like A, B in the downwards also. You can come to that later. G has 35 chocolates. Difference between A and D is 10. H and D, you have 3 people. D lives below H. We can start with this clue because this will be easier. Okay. Please join on time. So between H and D, you have 3 people. Okay, D lives below H. So if you mark H over here, okay, H is not on the 6th floor. That is the only clue they have given about H. Okay, you have any other clues? Okay. So H does not live on the 6th floor is the only clue. That is, we know we don't have H over here. Okay. So between D and H, you have 3 people. So if I mark D over here, you have 3 people. 1, 2, and 3. So you should have H over here. If I mark D over here, okay, 1, 2, and 3, you should have H over here, but there is already E. So D will not come in this position. Similarly, if you have D over here, okay, 1, 2, and 3, you have H. So these are the 2 possible cases for D and H. Okay, we don't know how many chocolates they have. They just said that H does not have 29 chocolate. That is the only thing. H does not have 29 chocolate. We don't know how many chocolate H has. As well as we do not know how many chocolate B has. Because only if we know about A, we can find the chocolates of B. So that cannot be found out. Okay. Now we're coming back to A and B. Okay. Between A and B, you have two people, and between A and the person who has 16 chocolates, you have two people. So you have to mark A and B accordingly. So now in these two cases, now if you look, if you have A over here, two people, and then B, it is not possible. Okay, in this case. So if you mark A, we do not know whether A has 30 chocolates or not. So if we consider this to be A, then you have two persons, then you should have B. This is also not possible. If A over here, two persons and then B. So I'm marking A over here and two persons and then B. Okay, or else if you look at here, if you mark A over here, two persons, you can't mark B here. Similarly, A, two persons and then B you can mark. So I'm taking this possibility A and B. If you consider A over here, two persons and then B is not possible. Okay, so this is the possible cases of A and B. Now look at it. A has number of greater than the chocolates what B he has. E has 19 chocolates, so A should have more than 19. Okay, so here 16 is not possible. So more than 19, it can be either 29, 46 or 30. Okay, this is the possible cases. Okay, now this has been done, the possible cases have been done. Now look at this. Between B and the person who has 16 chocolates, you have two people. When you look at here, okay, you can't mark below because you have only one floor. You can't have two people between them, so you have to mark above. Okay, so if you look at above, you are coming back to A again. Okay, so it means that B and A, okay, between B and A you have two people and A has 16 chocolate. Okay, you will think like that. A has 16 chocolate, but look at the clue. The number of chocolates what A has is greater than E. Okay, so if you mark 16 here, which is lesser than E, as per the rule, this is not correct. So this case can be eliminated. Okay, this case can be eliminated. So look at here. If you look at this position, between B and the person who has 16 chocolates, you have two people. Okay, obviously you can't mark it above B because A will not have 16 chocolate for sure. Okay, so if you look at below, you have H. So which means what? H should have 16 chocolates. Okay, H should have 16 chocolates. They just said H does not have 29 chocolates. So which means what? H has 16 chocolates. So here we can mark H, in place of H you have 16 chocolates. Now we need to find the number of chocolates of A, B, C and D. Okay. So look at here, if we have marked A, B, D, E and H. Two persons only we have to mark. What were the two persons? It is G, okay, G and C. So it is G and C. We'll just look, we have any other clues for that. Okay. The number of people living above G is the number of people living below D. Okay. Number of people live above G is same as the number of people living below D. Yes. So we are going to mark G in such a position that the number of persons living above G should be same as the number of persons living below D. It should be same like that. So in this out of two position, if I mark G over here, okay, number of persons living above G you have no one. Okay, but number of persons living below D is you have 1, 2, 3, 4 persons are there. Okay, above G you don't have any position. So here if you look at it, here if you look at this position, if you mark G, you can't mark G because G has 35 chocolates. So you can't mark G over here. Now just give me 1 second, I'll be back. Just give me 1 second. So I'll continue. So again, if you look at here, okay, the number of persons, okay, above G and below above G and below D should be same. So in this case, if you consider below D you have 4, okay, even if you mark G here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 persons are there, and below D you have only 4. So this case is also not considered to be correct. So we have to change it again. Okay, for the position of A, B, D, and C, we have to change it again. This is also not right. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just mark. I'll just mark in different position. Okay. Okay. D, H, B, it is there. A is there. So now I have to mark G in such a position that number of persons. So see what they have said. H and D you have 3 people and D lives below H. We have again made a mistake. Similarly, by the last class, D lives below H. Okay, so it is like here. Look at here. I have given D on the 5th position and H in the last position. D lives below H. So I have to change it. So if I'm going to change this, D lives below H, H and D. So here H, okay, and then you have D. Okay, H and you have D. Between B and the person, okay, person has two people between them. B and the person who has 16 chocolates. So D has 16 chocolates. Okay. So now we got to know D. So we can find out A because the difference between A and D is 10. So A has 26 chocolates. You should have more than E, as well as the difference between A and D is 16. So it is 26 chocolates. Okay. And then H, it is not H. It is sorry. Here I'll change it. It is D. D has 16 chocolates. A has 26 chocolates. Okay. Now look at it. You have G and C. Okay. G. You have to mark G in such a position that above G and below D should be same. So I'll mark G over here, who has 35 chocolates. Okay. And I have to mark C and one more thing. What F? Okay. I have to mark C and F. So now look at it. We have any clues for it? For C and F? Two persons of the E has 19 chocolates, stays on 3rd floor. Okay, so we don't have any clues for C and F, but only one clue. Okay, F has 11 chocolates. Okay, and the other person the highest person has 46 chocolates. Okay, so here obviously you can't have F because they have given clearly that F has 11 chocolates. So I will mark the position of F over here. Okay, he has 11 chocolates. So the person here who will come over here is C because C has 30 chocolates. Now for H and B you have to find out the number of chocolates. The leftover is 46. Okay, see for C is 30. Okay, H and B have to find out. The leftover is 46. The highest number of person has 46 chocolates. Okay, and for B, if you have any clues for B, all we'll just take. So there is no particular clue for B, H and B. So it can be either 29 or 46. Again 29 or 46. Okay. There is no particular clue for this. So it can be either 29 or 46. Okay. Clear to everyone? This question is a bit confusing. If you just change the rule, if you can't memorize it properly, then the whole sum will be wrong. You would have seen it now, because I have just interchanged the position of D and H. Okay, so by interchanging it, I could not get the correct answer. Okay, if after giving it the right position, I'm arriving at the answer easily. So always don't make any mistake. Okay, you have to redo it again. I hope you guys understood this question. No doubts in this question, I think. Okay. If you have any doubt, you should have asked me. Okay. I'm going to wind up this flow puzzle. Okay, with this. Okay, I'll just wind up. I've taught you all the different types with 3 variables, 4 variables. I've taught you with possible cases. I've taught you. Okay, so I'm going to wind up flow puzzle. Okay, with this week. I'll start with statement and conclusion now. I'll just give you an introduction. Okay, we have already seen statement and conclusion. Okay, but still we have 15 more minutes. I'll just give you an introduction on statement and conclusion, or I'll just put questions for you in the chat box. You just try to give me the answers. Okay. With this, I'm winding up flow puzzle. From next week, we'll see some other topic. Okay.